Tuesday. No, it's Thursday. It's Thursday. Good morning. It's Thursday morning. It is June the 13th. This is Coffee Talk. Rise and shine, my friends. We get together covering all there is to cover in Central Florida weather. Finally back at home after a couple of days of doing the morning and noon shifts. Let me just tell you something, okay? If it seemed like I was a little busy the last couple of days, let me just tell you, like doing the weather on TV for two stations with like a weather hit every 7 seconds, um, being half asleep after not waking up at that hour, working on a whole lot of other stuff graphically. It's just so I apologize. You didn't get the best of me, but you know, Wesh is what pays the paycheck. So I guess it's that does take priority. But here we are, baby. We are home. We are doing the things, and we are looking out live. Look how pretty that is. Oh man. Also noticing that Carnival cruise ship there hasn't gotten the big whale tail fixed from the fire a couple of weeks ago. I don't know if they'll fix that in port or if it's going to eventually have to go back to a dry dock to get that done. Either way, beautiful start to the day. A lot more sunshine today than we saw yesterday, right? Port Canaveral looking lovely. Let's head over, of course, New Smyrna Beach. We've got more clouds over top of you. Let's head over to the Kennedy Space Center. See, it's all like in where you are, right? Orlando International Airport Tower Cam. Let's check in, see how you're doing. Clouds. My house is kind of I don't know, mix of clouds and sunshine, we'll say. Downtown Orlando, clouds, yeah. Lake County, see how we're doing here. Clouds. And Ocala, clouds. So just kind of depends on where you are. We do have some showers showing up on our first warning live Doppler radar. First, let me take you up to the heavier cell, which is just north of Palm Coast and Marineland. But if you live in Marineland, probably going to try and sneak your direction here shortly. Into Volusia County, watching a few light showers. Nothing like the heavy stuff that we were seeing yesterday. And then into our southern areas, some rains there. But let me switch over to rainfall totals, and it's set up in 6-hour. I want to go back to 24-hour rain totals. This area here in particular, like the Fort Lauderdale, Miami area, not sure if you saw this on any of your social channels or anything, but the rainfall that they got there is nothing short of like mind numbing. Now, this is Doppler radar, and I'm just throwing this together to be quick. But like a foot of rain in a day's time. Okay. And some areas down here around the Broward, Miami-Dade corridor, I saw some areas that are actually showing well over a foot of rain. So that is remarkable. Still this morning, flood watches are posted. And for good reason, because there's more rain that's expected to fall in these areas, believe it or not. And this is why I think it's so important to always remember that even though tropical systems aren't named hurricanes or major hurricanes, they can still be significant weather makers, right? That area of low pressure moving away from us, that's Invest 90. Invest 90 still has a lot of tropical moisture. And this is why when it comes to the tropics, you can't just write something off. Oh, it's no big deal. It's just an invest. Y'all, it put over a foot of rain in Miami-Dade, flooded people out. Very impactful for them. And as a matter of fact, you can see the storm system is now finally pulling off of the east coast of Florida in Brevard County. But look at that shield of rain that is associated with it. Waves and waves and waves of rain. If we pop up the live radar, that's ours. Let me switch over to let me switch over to Miami. Yeah, down in Miami, there's still plenty of rain kind of moving through the Keys there, with more showers here in areas that just don't need it. Actually, we could switch over to Tampa for these. Yeah, there's the Tampa radar. So that's kind of where they're at. Thankfully for us, yes, we've got showers. It's warm and muggy. Temperatures out the door in the 70s. We are on our way to the upper range of the 80s. And yeah, this afternoon, again, I think it's going to be a high coverage of rain showers, even thunder showers around. It's just a different day than yesterday. As that low was pulling through our area yesterday, it kind of drug down a little bit of drier air. So to that point, Invest 90 actually helped us out just a little bit. All right. All right, so that's kind of where we're at for today. Questions, comments, concerns about today. Then we can step forward. Lots and lots and lots to discuss. Emily, producer Emily, how are you? Is it going to be raining at 10:30 Magic Kingdom? I got my Tiana exactly how soaked I'll be. Well, yeah. So if you've got your Tiana thing, first off, thanks for asking instead of just complaining about it. So let's take a look and see what Futurecast is showing. So this morning, it's showing some showers around. That makes sense. So you said, what is it, 10:30? So it actually doesn't look bad. Maybe a couple of showers around, but Futurecast is still going fairly quiet. By 1 p.m., Brevard County focusing, and then we're going to popcorn up the thunderstorm. So today it seems like maybe a few showers before lunchtime, and then into like the afternoon, 3, 4, 5, right there. You see the sea breeze kind of firing up some fun. There you go, 6, 7, 8 o'clock. That's going to be the time frame for the shower and thunderstorm activity. At least that's the way it's looking right now. So the majority of the day today does not look too bad, but we are going to get into some stuff into the afternoon. All right, so that's where we're at. It's not a washout of a day, which means if you've got plans, I'm hoping to take the Cessna up for an hour. I need to do some touch and goes. Need to work on some short field, soft field stuff. So that's where I'm at. But yeah, by the afternoon, evening, the rains will be arriving. Can you make those pop up over Ocala, Tiffany? As long as you know, Tiffany, that I actually can't do these things. As long as you know. As long as you know. Anna says yesterday, no rain at all. Seriously, you got no. Well, that's why you'll hardly ever see us go with a 100% chance of rain. Now, let's see. Let me pop up the rainfall totals. All right, so this is 6 hours. Let me change it to the last 24. Yeah, I mean, that's where it rained over the last day. You can see a lot of areas did not get any like decent rains. In my house, I got a little bit, but yeah, at least in the Orlando area, you can very clearly see in Central Florida, this is kind of the corridor that got some of that significant rainfall. Areas in like yellows and orange, Doppler radar indicating 3, 4 inches of rain, 2.5 inches of rain there. When we look at the actual rainfall numbers for yesterday, here's kind of what we're at, okay? Almost 3 inches in Wedge, which lines up directly with the Doppler radar indications there, right? Almost 3 inches in Wedgefield, just over 2.25 there in Titusville, Meadowwoods at 2, and Buenaventura Lakes at over an inch of rainfall. So that's where we're at there. For us, the next couple of days, we've definitely got some showers, some thunder showers in the forecast. Here's a look at kind of some of those numbers. All right. So for today, 70% coverage. Again, not a washout, but it looks like a high coverage of afternoon, evening activity. Tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, we kind of drop it down a little bit on the drier side, on the back side of Invest 90. And then we basically set up shop with our rainy season pattern. We love it. We need it. We want it. Our grass is finally starting to grow. Let it grow. Let it grow. Let it grow. I know it's off key. Ignore me. But you can kind of see the rain chances dropping off a little bit. Now, this is not my forecast. Marquise is the meteorologist in the morning, this morning. I would probably question a 20% coverage of rain for Monday and Wednesday. I would probably not have dropped that below 30. Just knowing the atmosphere, the state of affairs right now, we can look together. Let's do that. Before we get to the tropical stuff, let's do the GFS. Let's do 6-hour precipitation. Let's do Orlando. Okay. All right. So this is the GFS So today, instead of composite reflectivity, we'll do 12-hour precipitation. All right. This is one of the ways that I forecast. All right. So this is kind of the rain coverage for today. Think of it as that. Okay. Yeah. Notice it's going to be kind of so we got the morning stuff, 18. It's around dinner time. All right. 18Z to about 3Z. So that's around dinner time or so. All right, clearing it out for tomorrow. Again, tomorrow morning is quiet. Afternoon looks pretty good. Perhaps a little bit of a lower coverage. Sunday, yeah, 30, 40% coverage. I'm just using the GFS. I'm not comparing models at the moment. That's all right. So hold on. Let me switch over to states. All right. So this is a way that this is how I forecast in the weather centers. I kind of look at both maps. Regions. All right. Southeast. Can I do deep set? No. I was just trying to get a better way. US states. Florida. Yeah. All right. It's got to be Florida South. Okay, got it. All right. The reason I'm doing this is like, yeah, like this is Friday the 20th, Wednesday. So this is just next week. So yeah, I mean, look right here. Like on the left, you could see the GFS has got some rain in there for next week, whereas here, I'll make it smaller so you can see both panels. This is the view we use when we're forecasting. It looks at the GFS and the European kind of comparatively. And so what were we going with there? Yeah, it was Monday and Wednesday a 20% coverage of rain, right? That's what the official forecast was from Marquise. I mean, that's Monday. GFS has got a little bit of rain, but the European is much wetter, so I would definitely not have gone with a 20%. Tuesday probably 30%, and then Wednesday, yeah, 30%. I would not have gone 20 at all. Different people forecast differently. So there you go. Yeah, different people are going to forecast differently. That's just the way that it goes. And yeah, Father's Day is not Monday. Hold on a second. Let me fix. Stand by. Stand by, people. Ba, 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 ba. Move you over here. Save. All right. Now we're fixed. There we go. There we go. Joe Jr., good morning. He says, nice Mooney behind you. Thrilled you're back flying. Hey, man. That's the goal right there, baby. Bye, Mooney. That's the goal. All right. That feels better. That looks better. Father's Day on a Sunday. Now, I can't change the rain chance, but hey, everybody forecasts differently, and that's you have the power to move holidays. So does that mean then that I can move Christmas to today and we can all just take the day off and celebrate? It'd work for me. All right, so that's where we're at. Rain chances kind of getting back to that rainy season pattern the next couple of days. Certainly can use that. Weekend forecast not looking bad at all, right? Couple of showers and thunder showers, warm temps, get outside and enjoy kind of stuff, right? Adam over on X is saying, please meteorologize some juice for Ponte Vedra. Still haven't received a drop here, and our reclaimed water supply is tapped out. Ay vey. We're getting into the rainy season pattern for sure. So there's that. There's that. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Completely. Yeah, we all need rain. Now, in terms of rainfall the next couple of days, let's just eyeball this, right? Here's Futurecast. And this is going to take us through Sunday morning. First thing, you're asking about Ponte Vedra. So, like, let's just come up here. Right? Like, unfortunately, that's not in the cards for you. As far as Central Florida goes, some pockets could see 2, 3, 4, 5 inches over the next few days, but you see the vast majority of us are running around half an inch to an inch of rain or so. Ronald says, had a tornado in Hobe Sound yesterday. Yes. Yeah, did you guys also see that? While we were just tracking some rains in our area, down in Martin County, there was what is more than likely the second confirmed tornado of the day down in Hobe Sound. It was rated as an EF1 tornado with winds of 95 miles an hour. I was watching this on radar. That was after another radar confirmed tornado down in the Everglades over like the Alligator Alley. Yesterday kind of pulsed up about 9, 10, 11 o'clock. Just started seeing tornado warnings popping up. So yeah. Alyssa says, I'm going on a cruise Saturday. Alyssa, I'm going on a cruise on Sunday. And I was just eyeballing some of the models and I'm like, oh, well, this could be fun because some of the models are trying to throw together some things in the areas I'm going to. So maybe some fun. So with that, let me reset the models. Pressure. Where are you? Under pressure. Rolling down. Caribbean. I'm changing the views. I'm changing the views. All right. I got to reset this. See, I zoomed it out to show you the compared view, and now I got to zoom it back in. Zoom it in for me, zoom it in for you. All right, hold on. Got to get it fixed. Got to zoom it out a little bit. Hold on a second. See, this is the stuff that we do ahead of time when we're on TV so that it doesn't bore you. All right. I always say that's what makes Coffee Talk bad TV. But then again, it's not TV, so it is what it is. All right. Okay, so this is the GFS model. What you're looking at is pressure anomaly, okay? Hold on one second. Fixed, period. Also, people are asking if you're going to do Coffee Talk for me next week, LOL. Manolfi's texting me. Feel free to call in if you'd like. All right, so normalized anomalous pressure. So basically where the pressure's dropping, where the pressure's rising. So blues and greens over us, that's lower pressure. We've gotten a bunch of rain, right? Notice just off of our East Coast, you see it right there off the coast of the Carolinas? Something may be trying to get going. Oh, hold on. Manolfi's calling. Manolfi, you are live on Coffee Talk, so watch your mouth, boy.
How's everybody doing?
Well, first off, everybody's asking if you're going to do Coffee Talk, but also I don't even know that everybody knows where you are right now.
Yeah, I'm hosting a couple of. I'm at the AMS Broadcast Conference, the annual conference up here this year in Myrtle Beach. Actually, getting ready to head into a session.
Oh, what
AI stuff yesterday was pretty cool.
I have to check in and see what. I'll have to see your Cliff's notes on what you're learning up there.
Got plenty of notes for you, my man. You know me.
And we've been working on some other stuff, as you are aware, Tony. Have you been? Oh, I got to get you set up with those accounts. It's super cool stuff, though, right?
Yeah. Ryan's like 53, so I just set up multiple accounts, and he's like, duh.
Well, he said that. I'm like, why does it take Tony to get us to think a little bit? We're just doing some cool stuff, by the way, everybody. We're just doing some cool stuff here at the Weather Center. When the boss is away, the kids will play.
That's what we do. And in fact, I used it this morning and tweeted out some of the graphics, which was great.
See? Yeah. So I'm going to be on my cruise next week, and it looks like I may be going through a couple of Central American gyres on it.
It's funny you say that because last week when I was in Jamaica, we were able to eat that chocolate. It was kind of nice because you're in Jamaica, you're so close to the equator, so
right.
Having some clouds, it actually made it feel good. So, but coming from Florida, going down there, we were well acclimated to the Jamaican climate.
Yeah, I'm looking at, so this is the GFS, like Tuesday, June 18th, and there's like, what is that? It's like a 998 low right where I will be. It's like, oh, that'll be fun.
Do a Facebook Live from that, baby.
Well, I've got the internet package on the ship, so I'll ask everybody on Coffee Talk to chip in for that thing, because that was not cheap. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, so I'm going to have to try and figure out a way to con you into doing some Coffee Talk when I'm not.
Well, I'm used Saturday and Sunday.
Well, so
So we can do a weekend morning if you want, or we
there you
can do it
go.
on a
There you
weekend.
go. There you go.
Just let me know.
There you go. All right.
Yeah.
There you go. Everything else good with you up there, Bubba?
Yeah, love it. I'm actually off to class right now, so to let you get back to work, and
All right.
I'll shoot you some cliff notes.
Sounds good, buddy. Talk to you later. Bye.
All right, folks. See you. Bye.
Oh man, so the answer is only when he's working. This man works at night, so we can't make him wake up too early. Even if I throw together quick videos, I'll throw something together. I'll figure something out, y'all. But anyway, looking back at the GFS, let's take it back here. So lower-ish pressure around us, but watch the Caribbean there. Okay, that's what's so interesting. See that 999 low near the Yucatan Peninsula? That's about where I'm going to be in that time frame. Right? Oh, how perfect. How perfect. Right? Literally right where I'm going to be. The ship will be in that area. So that'll be fun. So yeah, I mean if it's, if the ships are rocking, I'll be popping on Facebook and I'll update you and let you know what it looks like. It's just going to be cloudy and wet, I'm sure. And then that comes through. And then some of the models are trying to bring another one. And look at that. GFS with another one right as we're coming back to Florida. And this one is the one the GFS is actually trying to develop. Look at that around Louisiana. Is that a 9? What is that? Mean sea level pressure. That would be a 960? You kidding me? A 960 low? Yeah, a 960 low. Interesting. Interesting. So there's that. That'll be interesting. Tiffany's asking, do you ever have a true vacation? I don't. No one else can claim. No one else can do my job, and I end up working on vacation. Yeah, people do my job. Tony does my job, Marquise Kellyanne. But I I like what I do, so it is what it is. You'd think a weatherman might check the cruise forecast. Well, I booked this months and months and months ago, and look, it is what it is. It is what it is. Tony's busy. We understand. Chiefs have a lot of. We all, yeah. Barb says you love it. I do. Chiefs have a lot. We all have a lot of responsibility. Absolutely. Actually, Manolfi left a project on the table before he left, and so I'm having to pick up his slack. That putz. Anyway, so that's interesting. GFS trying to throw that together. We go back one model run on the GFS, and it's showing something around Louisiana. We go back 2 model runs showing something around Louisiana. Go back 3 model runs, and it's trying to show something around Louisiana. So, suffice to say, very well may have something getting going. Nothing out there for now, but the Hurricane Center is highlighting this area as having the potential for tropical development. Okay, nothing's there now, but over the next 7 days' time, Hurricane Center is giving it a 40% medium likelihood of tropical formation. So, could be something interesting out that way, for sure. All right. Elsewhere, of course, we've got Invest 90 over top of us right now, moving away from us. There it goes, sneaking away. It has a low 20% likelihood of developing over the next few days' time. So, there you go. All right, so that's your tropical update, my friends. Happy to say no big threats or anything like that. Just 2 areas of interest. That's what the GFS was showing. We'll pop over. Let's look at the European. Back you up. I'll back you up. Moving away. Look at that. The European trying to develop it off the coast of like South Carolina. Then there's a couple of CAGs in the central Gulf there. There, yeah. Toward the very end of the European run, trying to fire something up. Ensembles certainly are showing some form of development, right? Let me just back this up. This is the GFS. Yeah, you see those models coming alive there. Yeah, trying to figure something out. So definitely ensemble support for some form of development out in the Gulf. We switch over to the European ensembles. Yeah, definitely some ensemble support for that. So may have some stuff. What I think is so interesting, right? And I was talking about this yesterday. I don't even remember if I mentioned this on Coffee Talk or not. But like, we have a fairly slow start to this year's hurricane season, at least compared to the last decade. It's the slowest start to hurricane season since 2014. The average first named storm over the 30-year average is June the 19th. So, yeah, that's kind of where we're at. All right? Yeah, interesting stuff. I went on a cruise in late 2023. They had Starlink. My dad bought the package so he could upload photos. I logged in and called my best friend east of the Bahamas. It was clear as a bell, super cool. Well, I've got the internet. I believe it's Starlink also. So if it works out, maybe I'll pop on and do something. I can't promise much, but if the weather gets feisty, I'll do what I got to do. All right. All right. So there you go. There's your 7-day forecast. Showers, thunder showers around. Don't jinx us by saying it's slow. I've got to just point it out. And Matt points out a great point, which is 1992 was a slow start as well. Right. A slow start does not mean anything for the rest of the season. It just simply means it's a slow start. And the only reason I'm mentioning it is because it's my job to give you information. That's all. It's my job to give you the weather information. Okay? So to that point, it's a slow start. I'm not encouraging anything. Believe me, the last thing I want is my homeowner's insurance bill to go up any more than it already has the last few years consistently, consecutively. So there you go. Chris says Starlink will not work with thunderstorms. Bleh. There you go. Army says 2022 was one of the slowest seasons until Ian and Nicole. I don't know if that's true, but I get your point. I get your point. Yeah, it doesn't matter speed of start versus the end game. It takes one storm to hit you, and it's a rough season. So, it's my job to point things out. That's all. I would also point out that we have record water temperatures and have had zero named storms. The reason I mention this is just so that we all understand there's more than just water temperatures at play here. All right. All right, so there you go. Rising rain chances continue, or risen rain, rised, high rain, above average rain chances continue these next couple of days, and then into the weekend and next week. I would say Monday and Wednesday probably should be a 30% coverage. That's where I'm at. All right, all right. Jeannie, it's like Paris. A bad day on a cruise ship is still a better day than anywhere else. I like that. I like that. Yeah. It's what we deal with by living in Florida, the greatest state. Yeah, worth it, Diane. Worth it. I'm just glad it's not going to be scorching. To that, I would agree. Yep. Yep. All right. Questions, comments, concerns? I got like 2 minutes. How's the African dust so far? Stand by. Let me pull it up. Stand by. It may have to go buffer some data, but yeah, you can see a lot of Saharan dust over the Atlantic. And not a ton in the Caribbean, but definitely a lot over the Atlantic. If we look at the forecast for the Saharan dust, give it a second. It's buffering. It's buffering. All right. So there's the forecast. Oh, it looks like we'll have some pretty sunrises and sunsets down there on the cruise. Sunday into Tuesday. Yeah. Look at that, though. Into Saturday, the 22nd. Some of that Saharan dust making it to Florida is going to make for some lovely sunrises and sunsets. That'll be beautiful. That'll be just beautiful. Yeah. I thought weekend was going to be good, but now rain again. You're going to have rain. You're going to have rain every day for the next few months. Don't worry too much about it, Kelly. No. All right. Sonia, what time will it start raining? I have a few errands to run this morning. It's looking like more of a 4, 5, 6 p.m. start to the big stuff today. Yeah. All right. Stand by, Bones. You and Solo to the transporter. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Always needing those quotes, Yukon. Thank you. Florida's going to Florida. And yes, Mike, if you don't like the weather, just wait 5 minutes. Sound good? All right, listen, be the sunshine in someone else's day. Thank you, thank you, thank you for hanging out for Coffee Talk, my friends. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Love it. Nancy, been here since you helped me during the Paisley Tornado Day. You're the best. Thank you, Nancy. I appreciate it. Let's not do that again, okay? All right, listen, be good, y'all. We'll see you later. Take care. Thank you. Bye.